Hi Taurus, this is going to be your monthly reading for May 2020. I'm going to be pulling a Celtic cross for you this month, and this is intended to be whatever type of reading pops out. It's going to be a general reading, so that means it may or may not resonate with all of you, but if it does, all the better. And if you would like to add your energies to the channel by liking and subscribing, I would greatly appreciate it. So, Taurus, I hope you're well, and let's see what we have for you for May 2020. I'm going to give one more shuffle here. Here we go. This message is for Taurus, May 2020. Here we go. So in your current position, Taurus, it looks like you are walking away from something that is not emotionally fulfilling for you. Sorry, drinking coffee, trying to wake up. Something's unfulfilling, and it's like, yes, I've spent a lot of time on this. I've invested a lot of my emotions in this, but now is the time that I've decided that it's not working because of some tower event here. What's crossing you is the tower. Whatever you thought was stable is now showing that it is not, and whatever that is coming to the ground. Possibly a relationship. What you're standing on in your root, and at the base of the reading is the 10 of Cups. So you were looking for the 10, and you're walking away at 8. You were getting there, and it's just kind of coming apart. So it's with regard to like your emotional satisfaction within your relationships, happy life, whatever is causing you to feel emotional lack, I would say, is what you're walking away from, because you're headed for the 10. You want the 10, you want wish fulfillment, you want it all, but something wasn't giving it to you, and you're walking away. In the past, it's caused you a lot of anxiety. Maybe it was knowing that this type of energy was coming in, as far as needing to walk away from something. But in the past, it looks like it's given you a lot of anxieties. You've been all in your head about it. Sleepless nights, stuff like that. In your mind, you're kind of wanting to be independent. You're wanting to be... it's the single lady card. So if this is about a relationship, you're kind of thinking, hey, I want to be single now. Or if this is a work reading of sorts, it's like, I want to be independent. I want to stand in my own power. It could be the same way with, either version. King of Wands. I'm going to need to get more cards on this to see what it's referring to, but in the future, you've got the King of Wands. That's someone who knows their power, looking out into the distance, seeing what they want, and having the passion to go get it. So I see this is about loyalty, strength, passion, go-get-em attitude, very fiery energy. Your subconscious, it's the same as your current position. You know that something's ending so that something new can begin. Let's see, in your emotions, still not wanting to make a decision about something though. Or it's, I'm blocking my heart off from this because I know that the emotions are still there, but I'm needing to make a head over heart decision at this stalemate place and time. In your hopes and fears, you have the Devil, which it's an energy of being feeling like you're chained to something. It's like your hope is that you can break free from these chains in this situation, but the fear is that you can't. It's because it's so enticing, you know? Devil energy can keep you stuck because it is so enticing. In your outcome, you have the Knight of Cups. This is about um, going after one's own happiness, uh, delivering a message of love or a message of love coming in. So let's get more information. So that's basically your cross here, and I'm going to now clarify. So what are we walking away from? Oh. So this message could be for a Taurus that has a lot of fire in their chart. Doesn't have to be, but you've got to define. You've got a counterpart here. You're right now currently walking away from a situation that has kind of crumbled beneath you. Something that you've put a lot of work into, willing to do the work, but it had you feeling stuck. It had you feeling all in your head, kind of this same anxiety energy. You know, maybe the anxieties have subsided a little bit at its current time, but you're still kind of in your head and working through these emotions. After this Tower moment, got a lot of wands here, a lot of fire energy. It's almost like there was a message that came in from some in and out energy. It's almost like they're offering this new beginning in truth. They're offering their cup to you. But it's giving you anxiety. Maybe it's just not what you want. I'm not. Okay. I'm going to take a better look here, see what we can come up with. So, in your current position, you're currently walking away from a counterpart. This is you knowing your worth, standing in your strength, and putting in the work to unstuck yourself. To maybe we're walking away from the way that we keep ourselves stuck. Yeah, that's more like it. You are walking away from the way that you speak to yourself and in your mind and keep yourself stuck. There's an energy of after you're putting in a lot of work into walking into to quitting talking to yourself this way. The Tower energy is like, let's burn this to the ground and let's start over. Let's get out of this anxiety. Let's get clear about like how we speak to ourselves and the prisons that we keep ourselves in within our minds, and then let's step into our power fully. I see this as a message of love from yourself, um, a new truthful beginning, seeing things clearly instead of keeping yourself stuck. You're moving into an energy where you're taking back your power from things that come in and out of your life that maybe throw you off balance. And the challenge here is to stay as clear as you possibly can about it with regard to your happiness. You've got the Ace of Wands, the Fool, and the Six of Pentacles. So now that you are starting to create a life inside of yourself, inside of your mind, that is more healthy and less chaotic, you move into an energy in your gut here that is ready for a brand new passionate beginning, starting the journey on the way to more balance in your life and creating space to allow for the two additional cups to come in and bring in the 10. You know, you're headed for the 10 because you want ultimate happiness, ultimate, you know, emotional fulfillment. And now you're just looking for the two of cups because you've already been through the mind. You've circled through the mind and now you're looking for emotions. I feel like you've been in your head a lot. And now we're starting to engage with our emotions and understand that we can balance those out in a way that we can create space for others and for the two of cups to allow for the 10. It's a new way of thinking, a new passionate beginning about this journey that we're on, and we're no longer talking to ourselves in destructive ways. We're not staying in our heads. We're getting unstuck now, and we're doing the work to release ourselves from whatever these chains are that the devil has kept us in. In the past, you have anxieties, possibly caused by like very fast, swift communications from people. But also, again, deciding to manifest a victory here. I feel like whatever anxieties were creating this tower moment, or were about to create this tower moment, the tower moment is you deciding ultimately to have victory over this. It's like I was in my head, I was anxious. Could be some messages coming in from someone, you know, here that helped you pull yourself out of this energy. But what I see ultimately is there's been a victory over the anxieties. Maybe you've been talking about it. Maybe you've just been like internally addressing it. But this is you manifesting your way out of it and understanding that there can be a new way of moving through this. You want to stand in your independence here. That's what's in your headspace. There you go. Taurus is moving to calmer waters and on to more tangible offers. I feel like you've been in your head for so long and it hasn't been working for you, and like now you're like seeing the light almost. It's like I have everything that I need to stop feeling this way, and I can move to calmer waters and or a calmer place within my own self, within my own mind. And it's like I have awoken to what the universe is offering me. I feel like this is just this you waking up to understanding that you have all of the choices and the independence and the possibilities to make whatever stability in your life happen. This could be someone, another earth sign, or this could just be you stepping in, offering. I think this is you offering that to yourself. This is taking back your own power. Let's see what you have coming into the future. Balancing on scales, holding on to your truth, and standing in your power. I think earlier when I spoke about the King of Wands, this is you stepping into your power. Balance is here both in your gut and in your future. The minor first, then the major, because after you finally decide to take whatever is on offer and give that to yourself and step into your independence and power and sense of self, that brings in the balance in a major way. And it's because you're able to now see clearly through your mind and hold on to your truths because you've gone through transformation and you're unwilling to deal with the BS. You're cutting through anything that doesn't work for you anymore. I love this, Taurus. This is amazing. You're getting rid of the devil here. I feel like the devil is what's kept you chained is the way that you speak to yourself, the way that you internalize all of these emotions of anxiety, and instead of speaking to yourself in good ways, you tend to want to, or not want, I wouldn't say that anyone wants to speak to themselves terribly, but you kind of stay stuck in a loop where you kind of keep yourself trapped. It's kind of like enough is enough. I need to balance this out, and I need to hold on to what I've learned through this transformation process. In your subconscious, you know that something is ending, and I feel like you know that the cycle is coming to an end, and there's something new beginning. You were fighting a battle that no one was winning. You were holding back your truths from yourself or others or both. And I just feel like there's a lot of peace that's coming in about it. There's a lot of maybe you're starting to reminisce a little bit about the times that made you happy. And that's being fueled in a way that's ending this cycle of, too much headspace. In your emotions, you're kind of blocking your heart, not wanting to make this decision. You're kind of wanting to sneak away, sneak out of this without exploring it fully because, that's the easy thing to do. If you're not wanting to make this decision, blocking your heart, still needing to make a decision and you knowing it, but like wanting to kind of skip away from it, not have to deal with it. I think you need to slow down and be a little more patient with yourself before exploring other options to make you happy. I think maybe you need to communicate with yourself about your own happiness and create that for yourself right now There's been a lot going on. And your hopes and fears, the devil, the Ten of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Emperor. You are gaining power over the situation. Whatever illusions were here with regard to your happiness and your family and your home life and your pentacles, your money, anything that has been toxic in your life is now coming to an end. You could be dealing with an Aries in your life that's assisting you with getting clear. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could just be a Capricorn that you're nervous about. But whatever those fears are regarding money, home life, toxicity, illusions, things that you don't fully understand, confusion, you're getting very clear about that. And I think that the waking up to that is causing the stress and the tower moment. It's because like the ability, it's like the light came on and you decided to make this happen for yourself. So I think now in your outcome, you're moving toward your own happiness here. Yeah, and you've got the Hangman. So your head's all lit up with ideas about how you're wanting to move forward and how you're wanting to offer your cup to the world. And I think this is amazing, Taurus. This is like self transformation. It's like you went through it, you went through the motions, you focused on what it is that you wanted, you manifested, you told anxiety, hell no. You said, I am independent, I am strong, I can do this for myself, I am making this offer to myself, I'm restoring balance back into my life. It's like I'm scared to make this decision and go through this process, but I also know that I owe it to myself to end this cycle of just like not winning and moving to a more calm and peaceful place within my mind, within my body, my surroundings. And now I feel that I have the knowledge to go and offer what it is that I want to offer to the world and go after my happiness. It's beautiful, Taurus. I'm really proud of you. This is like hard to do, especially if you're doing it alone. I hope that you're getting help to move through this. But let's get some guidance for you on the situation, on the table, and then we will be out of here. So what guidance do we have for Taurus as they move through this time of self-transformation and enlightenment and really just taking back the power of their own life? So, last one. This message is for Taurus, May 2020. What guidance do we have for Taurus? For Taurus, please. Okay. So we have the Sweat Lodge. It is a 9. This is, I'm going to say the 9 in this situation before I read it is something about don't give up, you're almost there. There's the light at the end of the tunnel here, and we're walking straight toward it. So let's see. This is a time to journey inward into the dark and hidden places of your soul to reconnect with the ancient earth wisdom. You can also create a sacred and intimate space in the dark by lighting a candle. Observe what emerges, and without judging it, invite it to bring you its gifts. You are being offered an opportunity to shed and heal from the aspects of your life you have outgrown. Do not worry that you will be consumed by this process. That brings another, kind of layer to this. There's transformative energy like all around you, and understanding that you owe it to yourself to be completely honest with yourself in a way that brings in the most truest form of a life and of a world that belongs to you. So don't sweat the small stuff. Know that you are being guided, and accepting the way that you feel and getting unstuck with your mind will allow you to move into a world that you've manifested and created entirely of your own. This isn't delusional. This is co-creating. So I'm proud of you, Taurus. That's all I have for you today, and I will see you next time. Have a great month. Bye.